Vietnam is probably the shining name in the fight against the COVID epidemic. People said that it was a miracle. But that miracle is the result of the unflagging efforts of the leaders of the party, the state, departments and the entire Vietnamese people. Although it is not the final victory, with the spirit of fighting against the epidemic like the enemy, Vietnam has divided into different stages and won every obstacles up to now. This has been highly appreciated by the world, in spite of the unmodern health system and the limited budget. Vietnam has the effectiveness of fighting against COVID-19. Deputy Prime Minister Vu Duc Dam said, "Life of Vietnamese people today is the dream of many people and many countries in the world. So why has Vietnam become like that? Let's explore now." Firstly, it is reminded that it has been the initiative participation of the whole political system, and the drastic instruction of the party and the state. Vietnam has chosen the right attitude towards the treatment on the pandemic period, and has been determined not to be subjective, ignore, neglect from the start. On March 30, 2020, the General Secretary, Resident, Nguyen Trong, has appealed to everybody for uniting together in front of disaster of COVID. To respond to that appeal, Vietnamese are always in ready position of every citizen is a soldier to struggle with the COVID-19 epidemic on all aspects and in the belief to join hands with the party and the state. Vietnam is also the first country in the world to apply compulsory medical declarations to all people who enter the affected areas. At the time of the outbreak beginning, the state also issued measures to respond immediately through social isolation and separation, stay home for safe. International organizations and friends later evaluated that Vietnam's measures have been very right, very early, very resolute and got the highest economic efficiency. Because until now the total cost for fighting the epidemic has been extremely lower than many countries in the world. We have a team of doctors, white blouse soldiers in the front against epidemics. Vietnamese medicine is still the pride of the entire Vietnamese. With the attempt of day and night, they do not hesitate in the face of disease and try to find the most suitable treatment regimen for each COVID-19 infected patient. Thanks to the dedication of the medical team, after more than 6 months of resisting the epidemic, Vietnam has cured 326 cases out of 349 cases, and had no any death cases due to COVID-19. It can be said that it is pride, gratefulness and considered to be the most successful in this prevention and fighting period 5. The People's Army, the People's Police and many other functional forces, especially the soldiers, always work in the spirit of thousands of soldiers have lied in the forest, guarded the path along the frontier, conceded the barracks to the isolated patients, from the rainy and cold Tet days to the hot summer days. Their affection and responsibility has created emotional stories and contributed to the victory in this pandemic. Vietnam has reinforced observation at every level with the motto of walking in every lane, knocking at every door to detect and select infected individuals. Vietnam has also established the flash response teams to localize immediately epidemic areas and treat in that locality with the support of superior health. Vietnamese people implement seriously wearing masks and disinfecting hands in public and crowded places to minimize cross-contamination in the community. Enterprises, economic units have voluntarily accepted losses of immediate benefits to join hands with the state in the fight against epidemics. Despite many difficulties, they are still in the spirit of being together in time of plenty as in time of dearth. Some businesses apply temporary solutions such as for employees to work in shifts to reduce salary costs, business diversion, etc. to overcome some difficulties for businesses as well as workers. The media in Vietnam also contributed to the victory of the battle against COVID-19. Vietnam has preferred appealable and encouraging slogans and instructed people to voluntarily follow, such as "staying at home is patriotic," or messages from doctors like "we go to work for you, please stay at home for us." Understanding that spirit, the Vietnamese people have joined hands to limit travel and protect themselves to reduce the burden on the health sector. In addition, the propaganda and foreign information activities have been implemented proactively and synchronously, creating widespread effects and being highly recognized and appreciated by the international community. The last thing is the people of Vietnam are wonderful. That is the compliment and thank from Deputy Prime Minister Vu Duc Dam to the whole Vietnamese people after the pandemic. The sacrifices of Vietnamese people are stimulated, ready to support each other in difficulty time. Every citizen, people of all classes and sexes, according to his or her ability, contribute what they possess such as money, objects, strength, ideas, etc. Many hosts has reduced or exempted workers from the rent, the rice ATMs have invented to help the poor in the affliction, or the masks have distributed free in public places. Many agencies, units, organizations, businesses, individuals inside and outside of the country from abroad, with their deep feelings and responsibilities, have actively participated in supporting the prevention and battle against COVID-19. In the condition of modest national resources, with being an active and responsible member of the international community, Vietnam has also expressed its deep understanding and sympathy, tried to attempt practical cooperation, and timely combined with other countries, especially those terribly affected by COVID-19 epidemic. Vietnam is not subjective, since we know the complexity and seriousness of COVID-19 disease. Every step has been careful but extremely drastic. When the world in one place or another has still not prepared, hesitated to choose between health protection and economic problem, Vietnam is ready to take action. Vietnamese people have been unanimous, the government took the people as the root, the team of dedicated doctors and humanitarian have been everywhere. For these reasons, I believe that Vietnam will soon completely win this epidemic. And we are proud of this S-shaped country. Please show your thoughts about our beloved country below the comments.